Another year later, here we are. Got the last of the spot prime ups done, including the full prime up of the boot lid again. And then here you can see the swage line was just reworked and straightened out quite nicely. Down there in the previous video you would have seen, just a bit of refinement work, and it looks a lot flatter now. This green section we want to remove, right? So that we can make way for the aero kit that's going to come underneath. So we obviously don't want to just add too much. You can't add anything actually for street use. You'll have nothing. We're wanting to keep this look, right, of the drifter, but have it more practical for the street. Mr. fucking drifter. Where this tape is roughly the amount of height that we want to take off the side skirt. So I'm going to do a cut along there all the way through, and then bring the two pieces together, reducing the height by approximately 18 mils. Make sense? Yes. And then the same there and the same in the front, but maybe a little bit more in the front just to allow for, things that happen. And then yes, same look, a little bit more practical for the streets, especially with how shit they're getting. Front bumper, same thing, a little bit more difficult or complicated. Like that, things to be as difficult as fucking possible. We can actually tune the height of with the aero. We can change how low we mount it. In fact, we can do that with the whole aero. We still got to put, whatever mounting spaces from the bottom of where this is to the bottom of the aero, so we can regain whatever height we want from this. So yeah, cut it there and then cut it again and fuck around, find out. So the spoiler, next, I just got to pull it off and sand the underside and then seal it, primer. The left rear guard, as you can see here, we're going around doing the final gapping and edge work. So all of the swage lines are all taped and finally blocked now, you know, in their final finish. This is all just little pinholes. You can see that's how far into ready for primer this one is. Just gone around doing the final pinholes now. Swage line looks delicious. The doors left to do, same on the other side. I'm just gone into that. Yeah, it just looks sick, man. Everything is so flat. Damn. And this is 150 grit finish, so reasonably coarse. Slightly coarser than normal primer finish, because I was going for a level, not so much smooth. Moving around, that front bumper is next to be mounted, and the masking tape that you see there, that's obviously going to be the section. I think it might be a little bit bigger than, slightly thicker than this, to be honest. Maybe another half of that down, which is what we'll cut and section out, take it out so that the bumper becomes shorter in effect. There were exposed bolts on the side that I was going to use as a detail, you know, just because there wasn't a way really to get the tension up here to get it to fit nicely. And there would have been like tension points here, like little dimples when you pull it in, meaning it's never going to be dead flat, which is what I'm aiming at. Needless to say, I've made a mating surface at the back, so this will now double-sided tape, but that's now going to be mounted double-sided tape, mechanical fixing on this side, and then the same at the front. I'll explain that in a second. Same along here, I've put a aluminium support angle iron, so I mean, it's loose now, you can see by once. So this will be double-sided tape all along this top edge, all the way through. 2 mechanical fixings, one on either end. She should be safe as houses. It looks a little bit odd with the side skirt, the front edge at that height. Remember, we were gonna meet it to a butt joint at the top, but now since we've had it bolted up and checked it and seen, we're actually gonna cut a good 20 more off the top of this so that we can expose this gap again all the way through. All of these swage lines have and will be sharpened up around the car, and that's just been a process of putting filler on, blocking it. You've been here, it's been the most exhilarating process to go through. But yeah, it just looks now like all the edges have been gone over with a black fine line pen, hard lined. So now it's just more emphasized. Yeah, something for an old girl like this. And it's coming together nicely, should I say. But this, I'm really liking the way that this looks now. It feels like it's in a better form, not so puffy. Yeah, it's more proportionate. So the next time you'll see this, even you. Me? Yeah, you. Oh. This thing will be fully white. And then once everything is fully sealed in that state there, then I'll be able to move along to, then I'll start taking the engine bay more seriously, and inside of the doors, inside of the boot lid, inside of the bonnet, just the other accessory areas, you know, that needs work, especially because so much attention has been paid to the outside. There's like a lot of detail work that helps, I want to say, support the, you know, like there's no point having all those flat panels and then you open, you know, or you open somewhere and it's like, fuck, bro, look at that. You know, just trying to keep it consistent in the where things would typically get overlooked. So e.g. engine bay, as soon as this thing's in primer, engine bay and subframe, probably just gonna clean that, eh? It would look sick if they were all done in like other colors, but you know, time ain't that kind of way inclined with us.
I don't think you're going to see much of it at all. Like, we've done a lot of deletion from the engine bay, but there's still going to be a bunch of braided lines everywhere, and there's a massive
yeah, just your typical accessories, but like the race look, right?
Yeah. But yeah, there's no way you're going to see, like, we'll just clean it up.
Yeah. So once this is sealed in that final 2K primer, it's also safe, you know, because then all the body fill is sealed off. We'll push it outside, jack it up, again take the wheels off and just go crazy with a water blaster, degreaser, get everything clean, so that when I pull the calipers off and things like that, we just can spray it black quickly You know, but the calipers are going to get painted nicely because they're going to match the rocker cover and the same sort of finish as the body panels. And then we'll do all the accessory painting, any, you know, other bits and shit under the wheel well that'll get fresh Raptor. So it'll all be buttoned up nicely. And then, yeah, we can start the paint prep. And then, I don't know, we might do a batch of body panels for first, just to see what the color looks like, spray it out on some of the body panels and see what it looks like. The line work and all that. There you can see on the bike what the line work looks like painted. There you can see that's the same type of line work. It's very subtle, but once you see it and once it's pointed out, it's a very nice detail. In fact, you can show that bike next to it hasn't got the line work done. So even if you just look at the areas like this, duct and the top of the tank. So yeah, yours is liable to look quite nice actually once it's painted. To see that same subtlety over that scale.
And the lines will stand out even more if it's anything darker than white.
Yes, exactly.
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 All right. See you soon.
See you soon. Next time. Another 6 years.